Welcome, fans and collectors. This is Marvel and DC 379 with another review, and today we'll be looking at Funko Pop's Spider-Man Homecoming Spider-Man. Now let's take a look at the packaging. Pop, Marvel Spider-Man Homecoming. This is number 220, and here's the pop in the package and that neat artwork. Spider-Man, vinyl bobblehead, ages 3 and up. So here's the side with the Marvel logo and the Pop logo again. Here's the Pop itself, Spider-Man 220. And here's his name across as always. Here's the top. And here's the bottom. And here's the other available figures in the wave. And the only other figure I'm interested in is Vulture. Okay, so that's about it. Now let's get into the figure. And here's the Pop out of box, and he looks amazing. And by the way, I saw Spider-Man Far From Home. Really good movie. I recommend you see it if you get the chance. Now, this particular costume design was inspired by Alex Ross Art, who happens to be one of my favorite comic book artists next to Jim Lee and Todd McFarlane. Now, let's take a closer look at this guy. You can see there's some sculpted details, especially for the webbing, which looks really nice. However, depending on some lighting, you won't be able to see it because it does look all red, unfortunately. So, if you're really good at customizing, I'd recommend using some type of black wash or panel lining if you're familiar with Gunpla. So, if you want the webs to stand out more, I recommend you do that. Here's his boots, and well, if I had to be honest, the black soles on his shoes are very sloppily painted, or especially around here. Here's the back, and there's plenty of other black details around, like around here where his torso is, around his shoes where I'm pointing at. And you see he has his web shooters out. And let's take a look at the head sculpt. You can definitely tell it's Spider-Man. I especially like the eyes. And I don't mean for the pop, but also the design from the Marvel Cinematic movies. And it's hard to tell at first glance, but you can see tiny little sculpted dots for his white eyes, which is incredible detail. So he really does not come with accessories because I've had pops that usually come with stands, but I don't think Spider-Man needs it because he's fine standing on his own like this. And for a quick comparison, here he is with Silk, and they look really good together. So final thoughts, this is a really decent Spider-Man pop. I think he's worth the addition to your collection if you like Spider-Man, or love the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or just a Marvel fan in general. The only negatives I have to say is that some paint applications were sloppy, especially for some areas that were meant to be painted black, but that could be just my copy. But otherwise, I recommend him. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. So until then, Excelsior, true believers.